Summer is here, and if you're a tween or a teen or a parent of one, this is the perfect time to get a smart skincare routine in place. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Weinstein. I'm a board-certified dermatologist, and today I'm sharing a simple, safe, dermatologist-approved skincare routine for tweens and teens to keep skin safe, happy, and healthy. It's not uncommon to have to switch up your skincare routine with the seasons, and especially in the summer. Summertime brings a whole new host of things to think about when it comes to skin. Not only increased UV indices or increased sun exposure, but also increased sweat, grime, pollution, and all the things that might build up on your skin after being outside on a hot summer day. The first and most important step in a skincare routine, whether you're a tween, a teen, an adult, or beyond, is to cleanse your skin. For young tween skin though, it is important to use a gentle cleanser that's free of harsh ingredients. You want to stay away from things that have acids in them like glycolic acid or salicylic acid, as these can be too harsh and actually irritating on the skin. Young skin really doesn't need any exfoliating acids. It just needs some ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and ingredients that will help hydrate yet cleanse the skin effectively. Some great examples of derm-approved cleansers for teen skin are Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cleanser. I like this one because it's lightly foaming and it does cleanse the skin of all of the dirt and grime and makeup if you're wearing some throughout the day without stripping the moisture barrier. Cetaphil Hydrating Cleanser is also a great bet. Now it has more of a creamy texture, so if you have a lot of makeup on the skin at the end of the day, you might want to pair this with a double cleanse, so use an oil-based cleanser and then the Cetaphil Creamy Cleanser, but it is a perfect gentle cleanser for the morning. Again, moisturizing, hydrating, and won't strip the skin barrier, and most importantly, safe for sensitive skin and non-irritating. Now CeraVe also makes a great gentle cleanser, both in the hydrating and foaming types, as well as one of the newer tween focused brands called Bubble. These are all great cleansers to try, and they can be used in the morning or in the evening, but if you just cleanse once a day, I recommend doing it in the evening before bed. Make sure you cleanse off all of your makeup, sunscreen, moisturizer, all the things you put on in the day. You want to cleanse and then reapply your other products at night. The second step in a summer tween skincare routine is a lightweight moisturizer. Now, as we get older, we start to lose our moisture barrier and our skin gets drier more easily. But in younger tween skin, we still have a lot of natural moisturizers in effect, but it's still important to use a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer, which means that it doesn't clog pores. So some great examples of these would be CeraVe PM, which can be used at night, and CeraVe AM, which has a little bit of SPF in it, which is of course a win-win. Some other great moisturizing options are Neutrogena Hydro Boost, as well as Cetaphil Moisturizing Lotion. All of these can be used twice a day on young skin after cleansing. Now, the last step in your morning routine is applying a sunscreen. Your sunscreen should be broad spectrum, which means it covers both UVA and UVB rays, SPF 30 or higher, and lightweight and non-comedogenic. Now, there are a whole host of options for sunscreen, and it's really to pick the one that you love because that's the one you're gonna wear. Now, let me let you in on a little secret. I absolutely love tinted sunscreens, and those are available and safe for tweens to use as well. Tinted sunscreens are not only helpful from providing UV protection, but they also protect our skin from blue light exposure, which is visible light and light that we are exposed to every day that's not UV related. Another way to think of it is it protects your skin from ambient light, or light that you're getting from your classroom or in front of your computer screen. Oftentimes, unprotected exposure to blue light and visible light can lead to hyperpigmentation on the skin. So if you're somebody who develops post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation after developing an acne bump, or your dog or cat scratched you and your skin heals a little bit darker than its normal tone in that area, then it might be important for you to consider using a tinted sunscreen. Tinted sunscreens have an ingredient called iron oxides in them, and that is the key ingredient that blocks blue light and visible light. I was passing through Sephora the other day and I came across some really nice tinted sunscreens. There are some by the company called Innisfree. There are some actually by Drunk Elephant, and one of my absolute favorites is that by EltaMD. It's EltaMD UV Clear. It comes in 3 shades. A clear shade, a medium tint, and a deep tint. So it's really appropriate and formulated to be useful in all skin types. Now, if you're a tween that's noticing an occasional breakout or a pimple, you can start using a spot treatment that contains ingredients like benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. I would use this directly on the spot as it pops up, and you can also use a pimple patch so that you don't pick at it, because in young skin, when you're picking at pimples can lead to more inflammation, make them bigger, last longer, and potentially leave behind scarring. So it's best to pick up an acne spot treatment with the ingredients that I just listed to use directly on the spot. Now, if you're having issues with breakouts in general, then it might be time to see a board-certified dermatologist for a skincare routine that's tailored to your young skin, yet will help with your acne breakouts. Now, if you're anything like my tween daughter who's 11, you love to have her friends over and do masks and spa sessions. And so I'm gonna tell you from a derm standpoint that that is totally okay, but it's all about the ingredients. So ingredients matter. When you do masks, make sure they're of the hydrating type only. You don't want exfoliating masks or anti-aging masks or even depuffing masks. Hydrating masks will have ingredients like aloe, snow mushroom, allantoin, hyaluronic acid, and ceramides in it. Those are all ingredients that are appropriate for tween skin. Ingredients, as I mentioned earlier, glycolic acid, salicylic acid in a mask, for example, retinoids, peptides. These ingredients are great, but they're a little too advanced and might be a little irritating in tween skin. So stick to those hydrating ingredients if you want to do a mask with your friends or at home as part of your self-care routine. Now, here are some extra tips. Don't overdo it. Keep it simple. We really discussed a 3-step routine. So wash, moisturize, SPF. That's really all you need. If you would like to add in hydrating serum, that's okay too with hyaluronic acid and ceramides, but you really at this stage need to keep it simple. Another pro tip for summer tween skincare is to avoid harsh exfoliants. So anything that's beaded or sandy or sugary, sugar scrub, things like that, even though they might seem benign and then they won't hurt your skin, they can actually cause microabrasions on the skin and create little areas for bacteria to enter. And so you really at this stage do not need to be scrubbing your skin with anything that's harsh or sandy or rough on the skin. And that includes loofahs and hand scrubbers and things like that. So you really don't need anything but your hands to wash your skin. And lastly, make sure that you are removing your makeup at bedtime. I said it 3 times already. You can use a double cleanse with an oil-based cleanser and a creamy cleanser, but make sure that makeup is completely removed. One pro tip I'll add is if you want to make sure your makeup is off, you can use a cotton round, and after you do your cleanse, you can use a little bit of hydrating toner or essence directly on the cotton round and do a nice gentle wipe across the face and under the jawline to make sure that your makeup is completely off. That cotton round should be as white as it started if you've done a good job removing your makeup. If you wear a lot of eye makeup, one thing I recommend around the eyes is using a little bit of Vaseline or Aquaphor, and really if you just apply a thin layer across the eye and then take a cotton round again and gently remove it, it should remove very easily. There are also some makeup removers by brands like Clinique that are gentle enough for tween skin. Starting healthy skincare habits early is key. I remember when I was a teenager, the first thing that my mom had me use, in addition to everything I just discussed, was an eye cream. So we went to the mall, we went to the clearance counter, and she had me buy some eye cream because that is the first place as a board certified dermatologist and cosmetic dermatologist that people complain about. They see signs of aging, they look tired, they have crepey skin under the eyes. So if you want to do something a little extra, it would be to add an eye cream, but not until you're mid-teens, really. So tell me, what's your favorite skincare product right now? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe for more dermatologist-approved skincare tips.